Hey guys, Enchanting Gaming here. Now, if you haven't seen the big news, Rudy from Alpha Investments has given Lorcana a couple praises in his latest video, which is awesome because he's been negative on it for so long, and it's nice to finally see that ship get righted. Now, I enjoy his content a lot. Funny guy. He's not always right on everything, as we've seen with Lorcana. And also surprisingly in that video, he gave a shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm not much of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan myself, so can't really say anything about that to you guys. It's nice to see for sure. I think his original dislike towards Lorcana was more due to the fact he couldn't get product at the cheapest price, since Ravensburger had made it to where LGSs had to have playable areas for people to come and play Lorcana, which he didn't have. And so now, though, with Lorcana's popularity just starting to get in that booming phase, as we've seen here since March, I think he's finally seeing that this is going to be some big missed opportunity for him if he doesn't slowly start turning that ship around and being like, yeah, Lorcana is good and all that. I'll giving it praise slowly. Now I wonder if he's gonna have Wilds Unknown be his entry into Lorcana in terms of him selling it, or if it'll end up being the Monsters Inc. set. Who knows? I'm assuming at least the Monsters Inc., but I'm kind of hoping that too. That's not Wilds Unknown, since we don't necessarily need his popularity at this juncture. I don't think Ravensburger's quite ready for that level of people hopping in. We still need some time for Ravensburger to get the printing situation in order, and their quality control and all that stuff. Make better pack opening experiences for people. Well, Ravensburger does have some work to do. They're not perfect, so we need to kind of hold off a little bit on tons of people entering. Now, we already have enough hype going on with it being the Toy Story set. Next set being Monsters Inc., another monster, pun intended, I guess, there, IP coming in. It's just the up and up for Lorcana is just extraordinary at this time. There's really, I don't know what negativity there all is that could really suppress any kind of hype we have building up here. Well, March has been crazy. The upcoming sets are going to be crazy. Well, everything's looking better for us at least. So good to see Rudy, come around to Lorcana. And another person I've been talking on, the big one I think is kind of down low on Lorcana collecting, is Jake Paul. I made a video about him, I think early March. It was titled something like, is who in Lorcana. So if you want to check that video out, that one actually has some interesting stuff in it in regards to him. It's kind of a little bone for you guys that stayed and watched this long. I think Paul is, slowly collecting Lorcana just due to the points I had made in that last video from March or whatever. And yeah, guys, it's just crazy. We're at this point finally in Lorcana. We've been waiting and waiting, and it's nice to see. You just look at all these eBay sales here. $877 for a Reign of Jafar Enchanted. And it's not even that the prices are that crazy either. So you're talking about cards that have such low pops. Like, go compare the pops of any Lorcana card to Pokemon, and they're just extremely low, guys. Like, it's insane. Especially when you talk about Fabled, the least printed set. Like, these prices aren't even in all honesty, that crazy. And here you're talking about one of the first cards, 2022 Expo. Just absolutely insane. Like, Lorcana doesn't have that many people in it. And if we even got a small amount of the Pokemon people over here, you would see way more insanity than we saw through March and April here in terms of prices. There's just not enough cards to go around for that amount of people to hop in. That's why it's kind of like, as nice as it is to see Rudy coming around to Lorcana, you don't want a huge flood of people coming in at once, especially when these sets themselves are bringing in enough people just based on the IP they are. So kind of would have been nice if he enters in more around like that Onward set. I don't think that's really a movie that a ton of people cared about. So for sure, Monsters Inc. and even Coco is going to be pretty popular, especially with that being the holiday set. That's going to be enough hype in of itself. Well, that's actually not a bad pickup here. Yeah, it's definitely a good time to have gotten in Lorcana before all the madness is about to go off here. And once again, just go over this. Don't be buying these boxes above MSRP. It's absolutely just nuts to me. Once release date comes for these, you're seeing $144 for sure. So anything you buy above that price for these pre-sales, you're literally wasting money, throwing it away. You might as well have just went and bought slabs or something else instead of this, to be honest. You can right now go to LGSs and get under MSRP at ones where they haven't sold out still. A lot of LGSs aren't even aware Lorcana is as popular as it's going to be coming up here in May. They'll find out then Lorcana's not some dead game, which it's kind of nice and not nice in a sense, but those days of under MSRP are starting to come to a close. Not quite yet. I don't think we'll see that either with Monsters Inc. But maybe sometime next year, which is kind of stinks, but that's just what has to eventually happen. So yeah, got exciting times ahead of us, guys. A lot to look forward to. And I'll catch you all in the next one.